Hello and welcome. I'm Inverta Umbra and this is Dwarf Fortress. So, I have some bad news. And I just went on the forums while I was letting Dwarf Fortress run through and I was trying to figure out why I wasn't getting any invaders. And I may have started the world a little too soon and not close enough to stuff. Um, it seems as if there may not be enough of a particular enemy in the world to actually invade uh, goblins and whatnot. Other enemies still might, like I might still get titans or something, or werebeasts. But unfortunately, this means a lot of the enemies I was hoping to find will not be where I was hoping to find them. Like they won't come and attack our fortress. Can't do that there, can I? I'll have to set something else up. Anyways, so I'm kind of at a conundrum. Do I continue trying to make the fortress work after I got all this established, or do I try and let the fortress go and then try somewhere new? The other bit of bad news is you may start hearing some more of that canceled, um, what is it? Canceled jobs because couldn't get the items because I was doing some research on the forums. And copper is, and I should have known this, copper is better than leather in all aspects. As is copper weapons, which I knew that, but, well, not that you can create leather weapons, but the tier list apparently goes um, bone, or leather for armor, bone for armor, copper, iron, bronze, and then goes up from there. I don't really know what comes after that. And things have changed around a little bit, so my knowledge of it isn't as complete as it used to be. So that's not great, but I'm trying to use copper gear, and I'm going to get all my military dwarves geared up. But the problem is I will probably never see a real attack come from above. Everything will probably be down in the caverns or really far down. So, I would like some advice from some people who are watching this who have an opinion one way or the other. If you'd like to see a new fortress, maybe in a more hostile environment, or if you'd like to see me continue um, running this fortress. Let's see what our mayor wants right now. He needs me to make some earrings. Let's go through here. And here you can see I've set up some stuff to be made. Leather. I left the leather stuff still being made because some of that can still be worn. Like you can't make a copper cloak, and some of that can just be used for regular clothing, I believe. I'm still gonna make the obsidian short swords. I don't know if copper short swords beat them or obsidian short swords are actually fairly good. I seem to remember them being fairly good. I'm going to leave it like that for now, and then you can see all the copper stuff. And fortunately, in that last migrant wave, I had was he a master armor smith? So he's one of the ones who keeps making all the masterpiece gear, which I'm really happy about because that I believe masterpiece gear is better functionally as far as defense goes than regular gear. And then I've set up some lead crafts to be made. And now I forgot what I was going to do. What was I looking at? Oh, mandate goods. There we go. So easy to lose yourself in Dwarf Fortress. Earrings. Um, sure, let's make some bone earrings. I need 3, and I think I have a lot of bone, so that should be good. Um, let's check our animals again, make sure, because my frame rate is pretty low. So I'm going to go ahead and, if it's not one of the animals that I intentionally brought in, it's going to get slaughtered, or if it's someone's pet, I can't do anything about that, but those animals should get slaughtered. I will start making more clothing soon, but I want the some other things to get smoothed out. And again, like I said, if you have an opinion one way or the other, let me know. And all that got smoothed out, so I want to D and then H. I just want to make this pretty deep. But I also want to make sure there's a way for my dwarves to get back up eventually. And this is going to be our aquifer. Is it L? Yes. And it needs a chain. Alright, I can make some chains. I've got silver. Can I make silver chains? That could be fun. Probably make the fortress worth a lot. So let's just add... yeah, I can make silver chains. So I need 2 of them. So at some point, they'll get to making those silver chains. Also, I have a lot of bars, which unfortunately I thought they went into bins. Let me try throwing a few bins, and if they'll put them in bins, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a lot of bars that are not gonna fit. Oh, and in the last episode, we just saw the traders from the human caravan leave, and I pretty much ran it into, what is it, mid-fall, early autumn? So we now have the dwarves coming in. So let's go ahead and get some goods moved. I don't know, do I actually have crafts? I have 2 bins now? Someone, I think what happened with the crafts, I figured out after the last issue, might have been that I didn't have enough craft or workshops. So I don't know if that's gonna work out, but hopefully that'll allow us to get some stuff. And then I'm going to take our gold bars to flesh this out just a little bit. Again, gold can be useful for certain things, but really, I don't have anything I'm going to be using it for. I guess I could make some furniture out of it, and those trees are way too close to our fortress. Oh, I hit D, or S. And I also hit D there. It would help if I actually did the right button. I don't need to smooth those out, but if I was going to stay in this fortress for a while, I'd probably create a paved zone around my towers made of obsidian blocks just to keep trees from growing too close. But unfortunately, there's not really a reason now. Even if trees do grow too close, they're not going to have much that's going to climb up them. I'm really just kind of, not depressed, but I don't know what the word would be, but just now that I found out that I won't really get any visitors, I'm just really sad about that. I was really hoping. Let's see. So nothing's going on in the world. What do we need from you guys? Leather in general would be nice, but I think we're going to be good on that. I would love some iron. I mean, I'd take the steel, but I think the iron would be cheaper, and I have the stuff to make it into pig iron. Huh, it doesn't look like they have iron, though. So somehow the fortress home doesn't have iron. So let's see if I can get some pig iron bars. Let's see. Stone. Let's see, do we have access to any iron stone? And there should be 3 iron stones, if I remember right. It's like hematite, magnite, and lamanite are the 3. Dehydrite, cassiterite, sphalerite, And doesn't look like we have access to iron. Well, that'll have to be something I look into next time. But what do they want from me? Alright, so they want cut gems, and they also really want prepared meals, armor, and earrings. Well, I do have some of that leather armor. I wonder if they'd take it now. In fact, let's request the trader, but let's move some goods. I don't want the leather bins. I want the bodywear. Wombat leather cloak. Now I'm going to take some of these over here and see what happens. And then hopefully, what is the broker doing? Oh, he's heading to trade at the depot, so we probably won't get the leather in there. But that leather armor could be traded, and I don't really have preference one way or the other on it. But it looks like they're still getting the caravan in. Yeah. So I think if I do another series with Dwarf Fortress, I'm going to choose probably an evil biome or somewhere really close to some nasty stuff. But I am going to set it up near a volcano. And I'll probably actually try making bone armor before I get to metal armor, just to stack it up. I also did some research on the bolts, and bone bolts are, I think density-wise, they're worse than wood, but they might have better weapon material qualities. I'm not certain about that, so it's just something. Wow, that is a lot of muscles. Do we not have? Holy crap! Manager, queue order, barrels. I stopped them for making drinks, but I think they pretty much used up the last of the barrels. Let's see what happens here. Wow. I hope our dwarves like fish. Yeah, 219. I don't think that number's accurate. Just think we're going to see a change. What is other? Meat, fish, plant. Fruit? But that should be plant. I don't know. Whatever it is, we have a lot of it. Maybe it's fat. Um, Maybe I should start allowing some prepared meals. Prepare an easy meal and do this for a little while. Let's just have some dwarves do that. Hopefully they won't cook all the seeds. The reason I don't make prepared meals is dwarves, so when they brew plants or when they eat plants, they leave behind the seeds, and the seeds can be reused. When they cook plants, the seeds are eaten, so you no longer get the seeds to replant. So if you don't have a lot of seeds to begin with, this can really lead you to not having food. Wow. I have way too many fisher dwarves. I need to correct that. And too much vermin. I know I set up a pen or pasture over there. Let's get a few cats over here to get rid of this vermin. Stray cat and kitten. And you know what? Throw a few more kittens in there. Let's get them over there because I see a lot of vermin going on. I need to go back and check in my last episode and see what my food stockpiles looked like. See if I even looked at them before I did all this. We have these, and they've started bringing some of the food down here, which is good. And our Forgotten Beast is fighting. Oh, and I forgot to mention, so I used DF hack to find some materials. Basically, I looked at where there was some stuff poking out of these walls in the lake. Used DF hack to select the vein to mine, and then I dug over to it with normal mining. I think I really did it here. I started digging here over to it because there's a small vein and there's a vein that goes up there, but there's a lot of water. And then I accidentally crossed over this vein. I was mostly looking for dihedrite. Again, that's probably the only metal weapon grade material we have because it makes copper. Though a silver warhammer is pretty brutal, but I think it has trouble penetrating certain kinds of armor because of its nature, its material nature. So the high boots have been completed out of copper. And some of my dwarves are vomiting. I think they're getting cave adapted, which, if you don't know what that is, it's where dwarves who stay underground for a prolonged period of time will cave adapt, which means when they come up to the sun, they'll get nauseous and vomit, and they'll have a hard time fighting, stuff like that. Alright, I think our muscles are starting to get put away. Haha, muscles. So do we have a lot of shells because of that? Creepy crawler, yeah, muscle shells. Should make a lot of bone and shell crafts, I think. Alright. So what I want to do here... Oh! Oh, wow. How did I not see that? I'm gonna zoom to you real quick. Let's see, so our dwarves are not fighting. They managed to somehow avoid my really dumb blunder. Ooh. Alrighty then. Oh. Tell me these are not dwarven corpses. I don't see anything dwarven around here. Okay. What is this? Oh. Alright, so it looks like... So we're just going to build a wall. And for future reference, I'm going to pay attention to where I'm digging. And just like I always say in my my Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead campaign, not paying attention is the fastest way to get yourself killed. Kind of works out that way in real life too, but Alright. So they need more copper bars. Have we smelted all the dihedrite? There's no way we smelted all the dihedrite. That should make a lot of... Okay, so it's slowing down. We had a stockpile. Okay, the farmer has taken a fey mood. Can I view your skills? I just want to see what your... I feel so good. how to look at skills. So you're the farmer, Udil Igath, or something like that. We're looking for a farmer. It's that first one, Strange Mood. And I just want to see what kind of skills. Okay, so dabbling butcher, adequate brewer, dabbling building designer. So probably they're just going to become a craft store. Adequate speaker, musician, singer, poetry. A lot of stuff that doesn't get used because I don't have a tavern. Yes, probably just a craft door is what that will work out to be. See if Udil comes up here. Oh, walked right past me. I didn't even notice. But yep, crafts. Which is, I know a lot of players, more advanced players than me, will set it so that their dwarves all get a little bit of blacksmithing training. Well, all their dwarves that will not have a craft skill, so not their craft dwarves and not their mason dwarves, but like their farmers and stuff, they'll set them to actually go do blacksmithing. All of them, so that they get enough ranks in it that that's their highest moodable, moodable skill, which is a skill where you can, anything you can create something tends to be a moodable skill, barring like butchering or something like that. And that way it guarantees that you're going to have some sort of either armor or weapon or, you know, whatever you set their crafting to. I don't do that because that's a lot of micromanaging. And it feels a bit gamey. Which I'm not entirely opposed to using gaming tactics, but yeah. That may be a little too much for me. And we got all these barrels. Why are we not putting them in our stockpiles? Oh, and I should, and I forgot about it, since this is going to be a new food stockpile, I should put some animals here. Well, a cat. Let's bring over these two kittens. And then, let's go back up to here. E and E. I'm actually going to set all my idlers to start, actually, D, E. I want them to start here. Start engraving. And hopefully, let's look at our nobles real quick. The earrings have not been made yet. That's a little disconcerting. Do task now. And hopefully when they start engraving, they'll become very proficient engraving or stone. Was it stone engravers? Engravers? Dwarves? Something like that. And sometimes you can read these engravings. Engraved is a fine Zan Mistamazon rendition of the Tax of Crudgels, a superiorly designed image of a fluffy wambler. The image is the symbol of the subtle page, a dwarven civilization. Ha, neat. And if I go over here, it's by that same person. Sodell Dive Portal is laboring. The artwork relates to settling of the Dwarf Sodell Dive Portal in Basement born in the late spring of 190. Hunting of a great beast. Yeah, so there's lots of cool things that they'll engrave. The longer your world has been around, the more stories will be around that they'll be able to make engravings of. And that forgotten beast. Man, you make a lot of noise. Fighting a troll. So yeah, it looks like everything got sealed off. Shouldn't have anything to worry about. Hopefully it doesn't tell me that some dwarf has been missing for a week or something like that soon. Then... So yeah, I'm going to stop the episode here. I'm going to give it a thought of what I want to do next, since I'm fairly certain... Oh. Well, before we stop the episode, let's do some trade. Trade at Depot. Where is the broker? Oh, he's coming there now? Okay. Let's actually handle the trade before I go. But yeah, now finding out that I probably won't have any massive sieges or anything makes... I don't know. Give me your opinions on it. Let me know. If you would like to see a new series involving Dwarf Fortress or something like that, then yeah, by all means, leave a comment. Actually, I don't want to trade the backpacks. Actually, I don't really... I think I traded for these already. And I don't want to get rid of the gloves. If I saw some leather armor, yeah, that I'll trade. Because the gloves, I believe, can still be used. Leather armor. I'm not about to go through all of this, but just a few things here and there. We've got a decent amount to trade. Not a huge amount. I'm going to trade all those gold bars, though. And our focus is going to be on metals we don't have. It is not pewter and stuff. Which, unfortunately, I think is all they have. Wait. What did I... How do I tell it to take everything? Oh dear. Poor key press. I think I'm gonna buy some of their metal stuff that I can melt down and make into bars. You know what? I will take their leather and cloth, though. That's actually fairly useful. Though it may be too expensive for me to get. We'll see. Wow. Okay. Let's go back to here and get rid of all these, because I do not need them. There's a lot of stuff. I think they're bringing me more now that I've traded a few times, and it's been quite profitable for them. I do want this crystal glass. I think all that leather and cloth is way too expensive for me. By the way, a quick way to trade up your trader so he gets a better appraisal skill and gets better deals. Trade one item at a time. Again, I am not going to do that, but it is a way if you've got meager resources and your only trader is really bad at trading, at least at the beginning. I believe it only counts a trade to give them experience. It doesn't matter the value of it, and individual trades, if you do several of them, will give you a lot more experience, so he'll get trained up faster. Or she. Let's see. We're still way over the loss margins. So anything that's like 400 and above as far as cloth goes, I need to get rid of. Wow, what is this? Oh, giant cave spider. That's a valuable stuff. If you can make an industry out of it, you can support your fort for a long time. Take all that off. Just throw that away. Don't need that. I don't know why cloth is so much more valuable than leather. Because I believe you can clothe all your dwarves in leather without too much of a problem. So, all right, it looks like we're roughly giving them half in profit. So I'm gonna try to trade this. Um, uh, Leather high boot I can give away. I can make 2 more copper shields. Wow, they make a lot more profit off of that. Where is those copper shields? Oh, those are worth quite a bit. Oh, because they're the masterwork ones. You know what? I'll trade you that. No, you're not getting those masterwork shields. There we go. Alright, so we're going to stop here for now. Off camera, I'm going to get a little more stuff done, get the fortress in a little bit better shape. Looks like we're coming into the winter season, and soon, I think I'm just going to start throwing my dwarves against this forgotten beast. So, thank you for joining me. I'm Inverted Umbra, and this has been Dwarf Fortress. Have a good one.